till she found out her 55-year-old mother was pregnant again. The daughter broke down and realized her mother truly planned to cut off all ties with her. She would never inherit her mother's billions of assets. All of this was her own fault. It all started shortly before. The daughter's husband came home dead drunk. He forced the daughter to apologize to her mother and ask her to drop the case. Otherwise, his embezzlement of over 200 million public funds to pay gambling debts would be exposed. He would serve at least 10 years in prison. The daughter finally learned the truth. The husband she had taken for a business genius turned out to be utterly despicable. Yet she could no longer bring herself to contact her mother. Her mother had already threatened to disown her. She had not only frozen her bank cards, but also blocked her phone number. Enraged by the words, the husband slapped her hard across the face. He called her a fool. He had originally planned to wait until the wedding ended and use the billions in shares from her birth mother to cover his debts. But the daughter ruined everything. She publicly humiliated her birth mother at the wedding. She acknowledged her father's mistress as her new mother. She even said her birth mother's money was cold, dirty money. Now there was no money left at all. They were both finished. The father scolded his son-in-law for hitting his daughter. Yet the son-in-law shouted back, accusing the father of pretending to be good. He had cheated on his pregnant wife with her assistant years ago. He was eventually forced to leave with nothing. He had no right to judge him. Both father and daughter were good for nothings. The father flew into a rage. He yelled at the son-in-law to get out. Before leaving, the son-in-law acted shamelessly, since he and the daughter were legally married. The daughter was equally liable for the over 200 million debt. Meanwhile, the woman had reported the case to the police. The police confirmed all the son-in-law's criminal facts. They arrested him soon after. The woman also found out her daughter was living poorly with her stepmother. The stepmother even made her live in the basement, claiming her room was messy. The daughter would soon be stuck with a huge debt. Even her father and stepmother could not afford to pay it off. The woman's ex-husband left with nothing back then. He only became a middle-class person relying on the woman's influence. He could never repay the 200 million debt. Still, the woman felt no sympathy for her daughter. The daughter knew clearly that her father and his mistress had betrayed her mother during the pregnancy, yet she humiliated her own mother for her stepmother at the wedding. It proved she only saw her birth mother as a cash machine. Fortunately, the woman had planned ahead when she was young. She had frozen an embryo. She still had a chance to have another child. Her huge company would not be left without an heir. On the other side, the daughter soon learned her husband had been arrested. She also found herself burdened with massive debt. She begged her father and stepmother to help pay it off, but the stepmother made pitiful excuses. They earned little and could not afford the repayment. The daughter felt deeply wronged and asked, had the stepmother not said she would always be her backup no matter what happened? The stepmother replied shamelessly, support depended on one's ability. It was the daughter's recklessness that completely offended her birth mother. Now she was drowning in debt and living off their home for free. She was the one who felt wrong. The daughter finally saw the stepmother's true colors. Yet her father sided with the stepmother and said she was right. The only way out was for her to beg her birth mother. Helpless, the daughter knelt down at the entrance of the woman's company to play pitiful. She begged the woman to meet her. The woman agreed to meet her to avoid bad influence. As soon as they met, the daughter rushed over and accused the woman of being cruel. The assistant reminded her to stay away from the woman. The woman was pregnant and in delicate health. The daughter was stunned on the spot.